Welcome to the Magic City, the football capital of the South, Birmingham, Alabama, home to the UAB Blazers, and the fans here have been eagerly anticipating this clash. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UAB's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Blazers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll keep it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Blazers have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Blazers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the tight end. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll leave it with the lone back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Blazers pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a 3rd down and goal situation.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Give out of the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Finds his target down the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
He makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the... Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. And the D deny them on second and goal. On the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The defense trying to make a stand on third and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, the offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Give to the running back. Slithers into space. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
That's caught. It's Strowman. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Blazers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Blazers are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And that is another win.
Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, UAB. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to them to make big plays for them.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Using his legs to buy some time. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. It'll be a draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Going for 6. Makes the catch and gets the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Blazers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Blazers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll send the back in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except the ticket holders. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. Rushes on him. Short gain on the play before he slides. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pucks it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's on target and complete. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Great place to start. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Quick completion to the right. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. The Blazers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Blazers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got his man on the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Working that left side now. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires to the big fella. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in.
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra. Return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Blazers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Birmingham. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Protective Stadium.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes.
Oh, he's got some space. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job.
And it's in there for a touchdown.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Snagged out of the air. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They try to pop a run on the draw. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Red pass, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. To the ground to try to move the chains. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
On the play.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up and
turning it on. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
To the air on first down. Now improvising. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
It's complete. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you
he bullies his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabbed in the middle, it's Perkins.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
At the 45 on its way. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line.
And the quarterback will be slugged down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it behind the line. It's Stroman. Breaks into the open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Blazers have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. On target. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll run this play from the pistol. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to...
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll cut this lead down to 5. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he...
Looking for a deep man. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Quarterback running on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the big fella. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Number 18, on to punt it away.
He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. He lets one fly deep. He's got it down the left side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
That's a first down.
What a throw on first down in the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right on the money. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
He's brought down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me.
There he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that. And it's caught for the touchdown. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Under fire, and the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better?
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires one high and deep. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Quick strike complete. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And it'll be a touchdown. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Blazers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Going deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And the Blazers moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Strowman. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Offense in an empty set. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Using the quick game. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense.
Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Got room on the return.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Bringing the heat. Into the end zone for a touchdown to ratchet up the pressure late in this game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football.
There he goes. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. They might try to score again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. And they're in for a touchdown late in this game. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Moncrief. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. The Blazers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Hit as he throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Firing to the right, complete. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here comes the heat. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to part each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous play.
Khan will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They're going back to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll try the run, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
He's got him. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They're turning it on. And it's a touchdown.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Connecticut's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Back to throw, it's Traore. Flips it out on the screen. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football.
Oh, a lot of space. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Looking for the goal line. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Second and goal coming up. Trying to barge their way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. Surging forward on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Here comes the offense onto the field again. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
It's complete to the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds a man by himself. Racing down the left side. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab. It's Kaiser. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. To the air. It's Traore. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. UConn quick to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at him, they're right back.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Rocket. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now they'll run the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw, make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers were free. They came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to pass on second down. Zings it complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. Wide open downfield.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. That's a live ball. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. It's picked off and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Handoff from the gun. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. UConn will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He's now up to 77 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. UConn quick to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Traore. Oh, they're after it. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Gives it to the back on the draw. Got room at the 35. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Pressure coming. Got his man downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He makes a grab. He's in for the score. Touchdown. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback on the keeper. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He'll do it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. UConn will have to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Makes the grab. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. This offense has it with really good field position. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got a man. It's Kaiser. On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Touchdown, UConn! Oh, that baby score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. It's complete. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards throwing.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Takes a hit as he fires. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He's got an open man. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. UConn quick to the line. It's a draw. Went to the running game on third down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. He's going to let it go. It's complete. He's got it and just sashays into the end zone for the touchdown.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Traore. Gets it to him on the screen. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. They'll run the screen. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. This UConn offense really has it going.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down,
and the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. He's got it. 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got his man down the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, We knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
From the gun, running back on the move. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock.
Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. You're going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He's out past the 35. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And as they get it to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. They're going to run it, fighting off the defender. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Tight end finds a soft spot. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Go straight ahead. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's York. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Huskies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
But listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. He'll set up to throw. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Going for it all. Got it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pulls it in down the middle. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. They'll run play action. They're working that left side.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
They'll move it back, and it's first and 15 for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. He got his hands on him, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this fourth quarter and getting the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Power football with the run. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.